Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, in the last few days we took many views at the daily chart. I don't want to do that today. We've had plenty of discussions about the daily chart, Bitcoin dominance, total market cap. So we just want to focus on the microstructure because not much happened. The microstructure shifted a little bit, which it always does, which is normal. We normally only add it for, let's say, educational purposes and to be able to calculate the Fibonacci levels that will be relevant. But in any correction, the microstructure shouldn't be understood as predictive really, because it changes a lot. You will. I mean, this range in which Bitcoin has moved now is just a great example. We started with a standard ABC, started to track a triangle. I mentioned to you, however, that triangles often morph into larger ABC or WXY structures, which it actually did. It looked like a breakout, but it morphed into something that I would call a WXY structure. And yeah, this is the updated count. So the idea is still that we should get an extension higher in wave 5, which should get into the region around $38,200 to $43,000. In this current wave 4, in which we likely still are, I mean, wave 5 could have started, right? I mean, the wave count is technically full. That's why we've got here, okay, is wave 4 already complete? Okay, here this label wave 4 with a question mark. That was the low, Friday low. But I need to see evidence for that. I mean, this would be a running flat. These are not so common. They are very bullish, however. But if a running flat plays out, you would normally expect to see a rally to the upside afterwards. And yeah, we've had a bit of a rally, but nothing major. So for now, we have to definitely at least consider another sell-off and keep the door open for lower, deeper into the support area. But Bitcoin can't even get close to support, but it seems to hold, and it seems to hold below the trend line that we discussed, okay? So we have to consider that Bitcoin could still come down lower. The microstructure, the latest microstructure, just assumes that this is a WXY structure. The support levels we discussed in the previous videos are still very relevant. So between 32,480 and 33,510, pretty much. There are some smaller fibs or fib projections around it, but very close. And then within this Y wave, that's basically the wave that we are in at the moment. We've got an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave. So basically waiting for confirmation that this C wave to the downside has started. So a Y wave is a 3-wave move, and it consists of an ABC structure typically, or any correction really. There are different rules, but ABC is quite common. And then in the B wave, we have another WXY structure. This is where it's getting very complex, and where you basically know when it's so complex that the count will change again. But if we assume this is the current view, I mean that this is a WXY in wave B. And in that Y wave, you could argue we have another ABC, okay? A, B, C. So we'll see. I mean, we'll see wave C. So if this is a wave C in Y, then it should target sort of 35,655. Wouldn't be surprising. Could also be done already with a 61.8 extension level, but the 100% extension is very, very common. Again, you know, this will probably change, but there's not much going on with the Bitcoin count. It would be this ABC in wave Y. I take that off again, but there are other ways how this could unfold. But you need to understand there are more than 10 corrective structures in Elliott Wave. So only the impulse is basically simple. There's only one impulse, and the question is always, okay, you know, is it going to extend or not? And in crypto, the answer is typically yes. Whereas in corrections, there are more than 10 corrective patterns. And if you think or imagine that within each of these corrections, there are different corrective waves, they also can take 10 different shapes basically. And yeah, so it's challenging. And it's not so much about predicting how a correction will exactly work out. It's more about using the waves to understand when it finishes and what the projections are should it follow through. And I gave you already the support range down here. And now we just need to be watching if we get that sell-off. So confirmation for that move to the downside would be a break below $34,540, followed by a break below $34,105. However, Bitcoin doesn't even want to get close to support. So it is quite bullish at the moment, but the movement to the upside is very corrective. So we definitely still have to keep the door open for lower. If we get a break above 35,970 or 980, yeah, that would be a signal that actually the next wave to the upside might have started, this fifth wave. That's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.